So indie folk music's absolutely exploding with popularity right now. Artists like Noah Kahan, Bryan, Myles Smith, and Bon Iver are all some names that should immediately come to mind when discussing this genre. In today's video, we're going to go over specific techniques and concepts used by the biggest artists in this space, and learn how you can create a top chart worthy indie folk instrumental of your own. Some sounds to focus on when working in this genre are jangly acoustic guitars, raw and authentic feeling percussion sounds, plucky Americana instruments like banjos and resonators, ethereal vocal harmonies, and luscious reverbed out electric guitars. So now let's dive into some specifics and build a track from scratch.
So we're going to want to start off with an acoustic intro. It's going to go a little something like this. Something like that. Then we're going to want our main strumming progression. So that's going to go. And we're going to want to double track this. Oh. Then we're gonna use that same progression, but we're gonna change the dynamics and muting to give ourselves a different vibe for a more verse kind of section. Double track that as well. And so that's what we're going to be building our entire song around. So we're going to arrange that and add some additional elements, and then we'll be right back. All right, so here is our arrangement. So for the intro, I went through and double tracked that as well, and then added an additional layer of acoustic just to give it a little bit more extra vibe. It sounds like this. Then the guitars we have recorded. And then here is our palm muted section. Now that we just have quarter notes, kick drums, and that is coming from Easy Drummer 3. I'm using the Indie Folk 4 mic drum kit, and I really like the sound of this kit. Just comes with a lot of great sounds. Not sponsored or anything, but yeah, I just really Really like those drum sounds. Then, additionally, coming into the second half of the first verse, we have these plucks that are coming from the Hearth and Hollow VST. So it's an indie folk. It's an indie folk plugin, and it comes with guitars, cellos, banjos, oud, mandolin, violin, dulcimer, and then independent instrument percussion, which is really cool as well. But so that on its own sounds like this. The context of the mix. Then coming into like the, I guess we'll call it the second chorus here, we have this piano, which is the Grandeur by Native Instruments. I really like that piano. And just really, really basic, that's just kind of providing a little bed for everything else to sit on. And then we've beefed up we've added some snares, so that's these two guys layered. Then into the next verse, so we've added some additional percussion. So there's this tambourine, some snaps I recorded, and a makeshift shaker kind of thing I recorded. That all soloed out sounds like this. And the shaker is actually really interesting. I actually recorded myself scratching against this box of tissues that is my lifesaver right now, because I was away on a work trip and I'm sick as a dog now. But so independent from everything else and without being warped, it sounds like this. But what I did was warp this thing in Ableton to beats, so 1/16, and then it's a cool little trick. You can pull down this fader and you can kind of get this sort of brushed, like brush drum kind of sound, and I thought that was really cool. But with the other guys, and in the context of the whole track, and then for the bridge, just more of this, more of those muted guys. And for the transition going into the final big chorus, we have these electric guitars. So those sound really nice. Then I recorded in 4 instances of myself singing some makeshift harmonies. The objective here was to go for a Bon Iver kind of song, like sound, and I think I achieved this here. Very ethereal, ambient kind of vibe. And for processing, actually kind of simple. We have some pitch correction with Melodyne, then a little bit of chorus. Why does it look like that? Never seen that in my life. And then reverb Something is glitching. That's insane. Okay. Reverb and chorus. And yeah, I'll press this together. That's how it sounds. Then there are these strings. So these are Session Strings Pro 2 by Native Instruments. The preset is Ensemble Modern, and they sound like this. But yeah, so everything in context sounds like this. Ooh, beautiful. Yeah. So you can hear a lot of inspiration in this one from Miles Smith with this funky acoustic guitar. My electric guitars, these are very influenced by the artist Hazlitt. So just really that atmospheric vibe is something I hear in Hazlitt songs a lot, and I just find it super beautiful. Then these pianos, nothing specifically inspiring them. Bon Iver is absolutely the inspiration for the vocals. Plucks are just heard across a lot of indie folk songs, no one specific to point out there. But yeah, so that is how it's done. Alright everybody, thank you so much for tuning in this week. If you like what you saw here and you want to see more, please like, share, subscribe, and leave specific requests down in the comments. I appreciate you all so much, and thanks for tuning in. Peace.